Finished 0-0, which has been a familiar story throughout the season, isn't it, really? So your thoughts on today?
I thought we started well. First half an hour I thought we were in control of the game, and then after that it was a little sticky patch for us back end of the first half where we just invited pressure through bad decision making. Second half we didn't start as well as we wanted and made a few subs, and I thought that disjointed us for 5 or 10 minutes, and they came on strong. We've had a few opportunities, and we've had to rely on Chris Renshaw to keep the point intact, which should never have been the case today.
Do you think we should have been out of sight?
Wouldn't say out of sight, Rob, but we certainly should have been in front. That first half an hour we had to make the most of it. A little bit disappointed with the finishing and final decision making and final opportunities. You know, Dan Pike's put one across the face of the goal. First half, Luke Burgess has done it second half. We've had numerous opportunities in good areas. We've had numerous opportunities where we maybe should hit the target, we don't. And unfortunately, when you come away from it, the keeper's only been worked 2 or 3 times, and that's ultimately the downfall from today, is that we've had opportunities but we just haven't worked the keeper enough and we haven't put the ball in the back of the net.
No lack of effort from the lads though today. It's the penultimate game of the season, but they're still putting it in, aren't they?
Yeah, no, I don't think that you can ever sort of point the finger. There's one game that I spoke openly about, that we will sort of reflect on and say that was the case potentially, but since that point I don't think it's something that you can point the finger at and say no, we haven't worked hard enough. Like I said on Saturday, maybe we just lack a little bit of quality, and that comes down to final third, top end of the pitch. Chrissy's obviously made a couple of good saves, but first half I didn't feel under any pressure. Second half for 5-10 minutes I felt that maybe they had a couple of opportunities, but it's just a familiar story where we don't feel that we're going to concede, but at the top end it's proven difficult for us to score goals.
That's been the strength, hasn't it, this season? We haven't conceded. I think Chris has got 15 clean sheets now, and that's not bad for a team near the bottom, is it really?
It's unbelievable. I don't think I've ever heard of that in my life previously. It's unbelievable, and credit to the defenders. Obviously we have had a couple of sticky games where we've conceded 3s and 4s, but we've bounced back from them very quickly and we've gone resolute again. So it's one of them. I'm sure the defenders in our team are thinking, what more do we need to do? We're doing everything we can. We're just looking for that decisive goal at the other end, and we haven't had it.
You've had to change it around as well, haven't you? You've not had a settled back four since you've been in here, really.
No, I'll be honest, some of the decisions today were around fresh legs, getting players who were ready who hadn't played Friday, and if I'm honest, at 60 minutes it was them who came on strong, which was a little bit frustrating. But yeah, having a settled squad's not been easy. We've spoke about it before. Top end of the pitch, we lack a little bit of pace, we lack a little bit of creativity. It's just trying to find and come across something in a formation and a formula that works, and it's been quite difficult to come across that.
Well, we're going to the final game on Saturday against Kidderminster. No doubt a big crowd on the ground. Looking forward to that one? Yeah,
it's another game where I've said it all along, and maybe it comes down to the last game where we can have a say. It's important, it's massive for the football club, it's the last home game, and we're hoping for a good crowd and we're hoping for a good fan base of our own to be there to push the lads on. We don't want to be experiencing anyone lifting the trophy on our home patch, as sad as it sounds for Kidderminster, but I don't want them doing it on our pitch.
Well, thanks for your time, Morgs.
No problem, thank you.